One night, during a full moon, the main character was sleeping peacefully in his room. Suddenly, a ghost was visiting the main character. However, it was not actually a ghost, because it was his big sister sucking his soul. The main character was against the Alabama culture, but she reminded him that they were step-siblings, and they are not blood-related. Therefore, the step-sister will continue the nightly bonding session. Both of them have no work experience in the clapping industry, so step-sister ride on the Iron Pegasus, and both of them unlock a wholesome core memory. Then they played a 1 versus 1 game, and the main character was able to give her the first blood. Their battle was legendary, and the main character defeated his step-sister by using his ultimate white explosion inside her beginner base. One day, the main character was studying, and he was disturbed by the doorbell. He thought that it was his step-sister, but it was actually a different lady. Then he accidentally knocked her down with the door, and the main character got a lucky view at her colored blue stripes sacred treasure. Anyways, this lady was actually a student of his big sister, and her name was Ayano. Suddenly, the lady realized that the main character was the step-brother of her teacher. Ayano came to his place today, because she wanted his step-sister to help her with her studies. However, the step-sister was not yet around, so the main character offered his living room for her to wait. Suddenly, she stood up and boldly introduced herself again, and she was forcing the main character to call her by her first name.
Nice.
The main character offered her some assistance, because his smart brain might be able to help her study. Then she was very excited and happily accepted his offer, and for some unknown reason she was studying in his bedroom. Suddenly, she revealed her true intentions. It turns out that her main purpose of visiting his house was not for studying. Instead, she was here to learn the secret of his stepsister's amazing melon farm. She wanted to grow extra large melons using the natural method, and Ayano heard from her teacher that the main character was handling her melons with care. Therefore, she wanted the main character to professionally farm her front yard melons. She exposed her front yard garden, and she was fully prepared for this farming activity. The main character has seen her massive resolve, so he has no choice in this situation, and he accepts the side quest event from the damsel in distress. However, he wanted her to keep it a secret from his stepsister. After that, the main character started the melon farming event, and he was a max-level melon handler. Then they have some scientific discussion. She realized that friction was producing heat during the process. So, expansion of melons will occur during this event. After a while, the main character increases his working speed. Therefore, she easily reached her final destination. Then she checked her melons if they had improvement. However, it seems like nothing has changed. She suddenly remembered that his stepsister mentioned clapping. So, she thinks that clapping was the secret for growing large melons. They were home alone at this moment, and she initiated the attack. The main character was against this event, because he was an advocate of romantic clapping. Then she decided that she will fall in love with him, so it will become a vanilla genre. She was doing her best to get his approval, because she will do anything for the sake of getting gigantic melons.
So weird.
After that, the main character was convinced, and they started the clapping ritual. In addition, it was her first-time graduation ceremony. Even though she was a beginner, she wanted the main character to perform an aggressive gameplay. Therefore, the main character let her experience his powerful weapon, and he gave her a big bang explosion. Both of them were low battery after that clapping ritual, so they took a rest until late afternoon. When she woke up, it was too late for her to leave without getting caught, because the main character's stepsister had already returned home. Ayano tried to make excuses for her existence in this house, but she was not a good story maker. So, the big stepsister noticed that a very sussy event had occurred while she was away from the house. The next day, the main character was invited in the room of Ayano for studying purposes. However, the main character discovered a girl changing in Ayano's room. The pink-haired lady started trash-talking the main character, and he had no chance of winning an argument with a woman, because she will never listen to his explanation. Luckily, Ayano has come on time to fix their misunderstandings. Then Ayano explained that the main character was her personal private tutor for her studies. Also, Ayano introduced the pink-haired lady named Rin, and she was her next-door neighbor childhood friend. Anyways, Rin decided to go to sleep on Ayano's bed, and the cultured characters were doing a study session. After a while, they realized that Rin was asleep, so it was now time to perform some cultural activities.
Yeah, boy.
Then Ayano unleashes her massive assets, and the main character starts doing his special handling with care service. Ayano was making some background music at this moment, so the sleeping princess was awakened. Then Rin discovered the very wholesome live action, and she became motivated to do some solo leveling with herself. Meanwhile, Ayano became a water fountain, and she requested the main character to keep on giving her special lessons for increasing the size of her melon farm. Then Rin was shocked to learn their secret melon growing ritual. The next day, the main character had a new visitor in his house, and it was Rin. Then she immediately went into his room, and she told the main character that she wanted the same treatment similar to Ayano.
What?
She knows that a melon farming side quest occurred yesterday, and Ayano was her best friend and rival. Therefore, she doesn't want to get defeated in terms of asset size. Then she did a self-unboxing, and let the main character handle her precious organic melons with care. After a while, she realizes that she will not beat Ayano if she continues doing the same thing. So, she performed the melon massage therapy on his raging weapon. After that, she wanted to increase the level of their cultural activity, so she donated her unexplored private property. Then she started the Iron Pegasus riding activity. Finally, the main character gave her a creamy milkshake with intensity. One day, Ayano was very proud of her improvement, because she was able to grow her assets by 2 cm. Therefore, she wanted to celebrate her achievement by doing something new. So, she performed the melon massage therapy on his legendary sword. In addition, she also did the Gulp Gulp 3000 for a combo massage therapy. Then the main character paid her service by giving her a milky shower. The next day, the stepsister was pestering the main character. She knows that he was privately tutoring her students, so she uses her front yard melons to reward his very hardworking rod. Then she performs the Gulp Gulp 3000, and levels up that performance to the Gulp Gulp 69,000. After that, the main character headshot his stepsister with his colored white power. He don't have the unlimited stamina, so he was instantly shut down.
Boring.
Later that day, Ayano visited the main character's room, because she heard a bad news from his stepsister. However, it was just a false information, because the stepsister's intention was having a group activity with them. Anyways, the stepsister unleashes Ayano's pair of bouncing treasure, and she let the main character do their usual melon activity on Ayano. After carrying the heavy pair, the main character proceeded with the standard clapping procedure, and his stepsister was providing assistance by giving Ayano a helping hand to carry her massive treasure chest. Ayano was experiencing the double trouble from the step-siblings, so she cannot hold back singing loudly while creating the climax of her story. After that, it was now the turn of his stepsister to ask for help from step-bro, because she was stuck. The main character was a helpful step-bro, so he used his powerful legendary sword to fulfill her clapping desires. Meanwhile, Ayano was vacant at the moment. It was a group activity, and the teacher didn't want Ayano to be lonely. So, she gave Ayano a helping hand to provide some emotional support on her melons. The main character was able to recharge his energy from his sleep a while ago. Therefore, he was able to give these two ladies a creamy vanilla milkshake after doing the clapping exercise. That's the end of this cultural anime recap, and hoping that you guys enjoyed the video. By the way, don't forget to take thy sauce, and make sure that this power is only shared to the culturally matured people, and thank you for watching.